Hi everyone, it's me Shweta. In the last video I explained what a pseudocode was and why we use that term pseudocode in brave mistake training and why we think it's a good use and comparing it to like what the term means in real programming. And I wanted to go deeper into another systems term that we use in brave mistake training that explains a common trap in manifesting and in conscious creation, which is overfitting, which is a machine learning term. In machine learning, overfitting happens when the model learns from the training data but memorizes the training data instead of understanding the underlying pattern. It performs brilliantly on the examples that it saw, even memorizing the quirks and the noise within it. But when you test it on new inputs to see if it understood the pattern, the point of the data that it was reviewing, it collapses because it never learned how to generalize from the training data. Now in consciousness, it's the same thing. We can fall into the same trap. Overfitting is when we collapse our desire into one narrow sample. And it can often happen when we say it has to be this person or it has to be this exact job. It has to map out to the very first version of when this desire came to me. It has to happen on this exact timeline that I've always wanted and I've always expected. That can be like the machine learning model that's memorizing the training data. It's memorizing the training data. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Or let's say, as an example, let's say you saw a couple and you're like, I always want my partnership to look like theirs. That would be an example of overfitting if you then look around and when you tag everything that you see as love only when it matches that version. Now, this doesn't always happen. It is good to get specific on your desires, but I've noticed getting specific on your desires is a skill to take the signal out from the noise in the beginning. It's just that sometimes when our desire, the frame of our desire is too tight, like we have a signal that we're paying attention to that we want to experience, and the frame around how we want to experience that is so tight that the system gets brittle. And it's like we're adding so many parameters to our desire that it cannot be flexible when life throws a variety at you. And that's what really life is. It's like various orders of your consciousness you're experiencing through all these different mirrors. So it can get, you need to be able to be flexible. And that's why generalization matters. In AI, generalization is a process that allows the AI tool to respond thoughtfully and intelligently and handle new inputs it has never seen before. It's what allows the model to ignore random noise in favor of the signal that it needs to pay attention to and extract the deeper pattern. A generalized model is robust and it adapts when various variable shifts, just like we have to when various life variables shifts as we are creating something new. And it produces better results across domains, not just in that area when a model starts to generalize. And that's what I've noticed is the less I overfit to specifics, especially if I'm hitting a wall and it's not working for me, and I go to the state, the more I go to the state, the better results I get, not just in that domain and maybe not immediately in that domain, but it frees up a lot to create all kinds of other things in other areas. And I'd love to share more about this. In Brave Mistake Training, you learn all about it.